Welcome to Birdies and Bogies with Bazza. Welcome to Birdies and Bogies with Bazza, although it's got nothing to do with golf whatsoever, this one, because, well, me and my mate Matt, we're going on a little bike ride, aren't we, mate?
A little bike ride.
A little bike ride. And we've been training for the last 10 months.
10 months.
10 months. And I must say, I'll say it now on camera, without this lad, I would not have got to the position I've got to now. We've put some right miles in there.
We've put some extra effort.
Been agony on it.
It has.
Been agony. But it's hopefully going to pay dividend. What's happening? Basically, going back 3 years ago now, I did a week work for DIY SOS down on Blackpool Carers Centre, where we converted their building into a more usable, practical space. So what are we doing? We are all, there's 26, oh no, there's not 26
25.
of us. Unfortunately, Andy had to drop out through, he went out for a training ride and basically thought he was having a bloody heart attack.
Strangulated
Hernia. So he's had to pull out, unfortunately, which is a massive shame, because it was it was a massive part of the team. Now it leaves us 25 of us, and I think it tots up around 45 grand.
55 at the moment.
55 grand we've raised altogether between the 26 of us. So, I mean, what that's going to do for Blackpool Carers it speaks for itself, isn't it? What are we having to do for that is basically we turn up at Blackpool Tower in the morning on our push bikes, and we're riding to the Eiffel Tower. So it's Blackpool Tower to the Eiffel Tower, a total of 474-ish miles. And it looks like it's going to be in the rain as well, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We've just actually been to Halfords now, haven't we? Last minute shopping.
Yeah. Because
I didn't have any waterproof pants. So I don't think they would have appreciated me turning up in my high-vis work pants. So we've just been stocked up on a couple of bits and pieces. We've had to get a bell, because apparently in France you've got to have a bell. I don't know how I'm going to fit it on my bike, but with everything else that's on it. But anyway, we're just on our way now to Blackpool Carers Centre to drop off our luggage. So we've got vans following us, we've got everything there, haven't we? Service bike, any issues we've got with our bikes.
Chefs cook us some meals on the way.
Yeah, it's a very well organised setup through Chapeau events.
Chapeau events.
Now we've done 100-mile rides, haven't we?
Yeah.
In training for it, and on each occasion that we've done it, I've done 3 100-mile runs in the last 3 months. As well as obviously all the other mileage that we've put in, smaller mileage but faster paces, etc. Matt's paced them and sorted routes out, and you've had it set up. You've done a blinding job, Paul. Anyway, I can't big him up too much because his head will get used. It's big enough
get
as
out
it
of the
is. So I just want to crack on now. I think the camaraderie is going to get us all through it. I think the banter, obviously it's a tricky one regarding people's paces and staminas and what have you. Everyone goes at different paces. Me and Matt have been trying to pace ourselves around 15 mile an hour thereabouts, and obviously we've done quicker rides and we've done slower rides. But I was saying earlier, we've done the 100-mile rides now. On no occasion, on no occasion whatsoever,
I know what you're going to say.
After every 100-mile ride that I've done, there is no way I was up for doing another 100-mile the following day at all. So that's my biggest trepidation. I think that's my biggest concern.
I think it's everybody's.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's
going to hurt.
No one's done it, have they? No one's been out and done a ton each day, so we'll do it though.
We will.
We'll do it. We're doing it for carers.
Yeah.
Doing it for the carers,
Yeah,
mate, aren't
absolutely.
we? Team carers. So we're going to head up there now anyway, drop our bags off, and I'll do you a quick scan round the place just to let you know what Blackpool Carers Centre is all about. May even catch a couple of guys up there that might tell you what it's all about themselves as well. And just to confirm and reiterate why we're doing it for them, basically. And I'm sure you'll understand why. What I would like to do is, and I'm sure Matt will agree, in fact I'm sure I can speak on behalf of every cyclist that's doing this ride, is thank you all so much for the sponsorship.
Absolutely.
55 grand
Yeah,
to date
yeah.
for such a great cause. Your kindness, your support,
Words of encouragement.
Look
all those that we've had for the past few days.
it's been priceless, and I promise you it has not been overlooked in any way, shape or form. Every little bit of encouragement has been well received, and we're grateful for it, I can promise you that.
Yeah.
Let's get to Blackpool Carers Centre. See you in a bit.
So,
Hi guys, right, we've made it up to Blackpool Carers Centre. As you can see, I've just shown you around briefly to see what they've got up here and what it's all about, and it brings back memories, to be honest with you, from when we were up here, what, 3
Bringing the tree in.
3 years ago?
3 years, it's just gone, yeah.
I want to introduce you to Terry Hodkinson.
Hello.
Now Terry, in a moment of madness, wisdom, whatever you want to call it was you that basically come up with all this idea, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And thought, I wonder if I can just commandeer a few cyclists
Absolutely.
that fancy going over to...
Yeah, so I had this thought, this vision, this dream, and thought, we'll get a few cyclists together. And I remember Chapeau, the organisers, coming to meet me saying, right, if we put this ride on for you, how many do you want taking part? And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, well, we'll have like 25, 30 riders. I went, oh no, it's all ours, we're not sharing the ride. They were like, oh, right. I think they thought I was a bit crazy. And then we just got on a momentum, and people have just been so amazing. So we've got 25 cyclists setting off on Monday. One chap, unfortunately, big shout out to Andy, because he obviously can't take part.
We mentioned Andy earlier, yeah.
But he's done all his fundraising, he's still got the support from all his...
him.
So he's just been truly inspirational, as have all the riders, to be honest. So, you know, for every £1 we get in fundraising, 92p goes back for our carers. That's how much we're able to give back. So what you guys have done I know I'm going to cry all week for a different reason than you next week. You guys have put your lives on hold for the last 8 months. So not only have you been working, you've, not had family holidays, you've been fundraising, you've been training. And honestly, the stories and, the stuff that you guys... I mean, at the minute, we're on 57.5 grand gross that you guys have raised.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It's massive.
I mean, what does that mean to this place?
Oh, I can't tell you. The money, it will be more... We can provide more care. So our carers, young and old, they'll get more trips and activities. It keeps the place going. It's 30 grand a year for gas, electric and water. Do you know what I mean? And all those horrible things that you have to pay for. Yeah. But it's not just that. For every person that's paid £1 for you guys, they now know about us. So the awareness for all those carers out there, that's the bit that I can't measure. Yeah. We support 6,000 carers, but there's 16,000 in Blackpool. So this, you might have helped us to find another few hundred carers that we can now help.
Brilliant.
And it's that sort of stuff that,
because there's some sorry stories out there, isn't there? Yeah,
but we're able to go in, give the benefits advice, get that support in. If kids are doing personal hygiene for the loved one, we can sort that out. We can, arrange the benefits so that it pays for the right thing. So these young carers, they don't have to do that. It's not right.
No.
And we're able to, sort that out, get the support workers in, get the kids here, get them having a good time. And it's a magical house. And if anybody's not been, please come and see us. It's open doors, community house. Come and have a look around. It's an ace place to be. I'm dead lucky. I am so lucky.
I think we all are. I think we all are. Even not just carers, but it's an open house policy here. It's anybody that maybe just wants to chat, maybe just wants a bit of just come and have a brew, just come and have a giggle. And there's plenty of giggling going on, isn't there? It's always a good laugh up here.
Oh, it is.
Great atmosphere, great place, and a great community as well. I mean, a lot of us weren't cyclists.
No, I know.
Being able to give us an opportunity to set a challenge for ourselves as well. It's priceless. I mean, for me to be able to get to where I've got, I mean, thanks to Matt, I keep thanking Matt, but I know for a fact without Matt, I wouldn't have got to be in a position to be able to ride as far as this. No way.
The team spirit and the group chat.
The group chats have been hilarious, haven't they?
I'll pick it up. I'll come out of a meeting, I'll pick it up like 86. And I'm like, oh my God, what's happening now? And it's just people putting on pictures of the food or JT's legs or, random. But honestly, the camaraderie between you all and little things like when Howard had an accident last week and he was at the hospital, Matt went and sat with his wife to get the result if he could do the ride. And honestly, when I heard that, it's just so many people within the group have done so much for each other. Yes. I just want you all to get to Paris, all to get there safe, and then we can have a celebration next Friday.
Well, if there's any consolation, we do too.
Well, I said I'll see you in Paris next Friday.
I've not mentioned. Oh, hang on. I've not mentioned yet. Terry's not riding. Are you, Terry?
No, but I've got a 12-hour journey to get there. I've got 4 trains and a flight and everything to come to you.
I don't know how you manage. It'd be lovely to see you over there.
I'm so excited.
How's that for a welcoming face? My wife's coming over. She's doing the train journey herself as well. So
do you know we've got 67 people coming to the celebration for that final dinner.
Blast.
Honestly, it's just amazing.
And what about other support from local businesses and radio stations as well?
Radio Wave has sponsored the event, so they're supporting us. So they'll be doing live interviews from the tower. Local businesses and the local community have got behind, obviously Blackpool Carers for a long time now, but this bike ride seems to have really galvanised everybody, and it's put it out there. Yeah. And it's just been, like I say, the awareness raising, it's just been so inspiring. And everywhere you go now, you mention the tower to tower and they're like, oh yeah, them cyclists have got. And
I've had it loads of times. God. Going in for a butty in the morning. Honestly.
So many people.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
It's been done before.
Amount of people that know about it.
It's been done before, so I don't get, but yeah.
So what we're saying is basically, if you're looking to grow your business or
corporate responsibility. Yeah, absolutely.
Just get out there and go and do something stupid, basically.
It's not stupid. Well, it might be stupid actually, but
pretty mental. It's pretty mental. I mean, 500 mile on a push bike in 5 days. It's pretty mental.
I know.
If you'd have said that to me 3 years ago, I'd have
laughed at you.
Well, I'd have said something.
Yeah, there you go. Wait till next year's challenge.
Let's do it. What?
No.
Oh, man.
We'll get this one over with first.
Yeah, definitely.
Got a couple
Get it out
for
of the
next
way.
year, so,
But thanks. I mean, I speak for everybody in the group
don't be
anyway.
daft.
But
You guys are doing it,
But
no.
you've galvanised it all. You came up with the. It's your brainchild. It's your.
My baby.
It's your little baby.
But you guys are doing it for me.
Well,
massive thank you.
it's a pleasure to do. It is an absolute privilege to be able to do it. So thank you very much.
You might not be saying that on Friday.
Let's do it. Come here. Let's do it.
Oh, thank you.
Team tower to tower.
Team tower to tower.
Let's do it. Matt. Bike ride.
Barry, bike ride.
Bike ride. The bike ride.
The bike ride.
Let's talk about the bike ride, shall we?
500 miles of bike ride.
No, well, more.
More. There was more.
There was. What did it work out at? 508? 508?
No,
It was
more
over
than
500
five.
mile anyway.
More than
Plus a couple of detours extra, and yeah, it was a trek.
Trek, lots of rain.
Lots of rain.
Lots of rain.
Lot of hard work. Lot of traffic.
Lot of
Lot of water.
lot of hitting brick walls.
Lot of punches.
Lot of punches.
Lot of injuries.
Absolutely.
Would we do it again? No. No, I wouldn't do it again.
Never again. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad we've done it though.
It was awesome.
And what a cause. I mean, Blackpool Carers Centre, well, for arranging it for a start, and chapeau for overlooking it and organising it.
Fantastic.
I mean,
Fantastic
what a
support.
team. What a team. We were well catered for in every aspect, weren't we?
Yeah.
Everything that we needed, it was there. But oh my God, was it hard.
Was it hard?
Where do we start? Let's start before we go.
Let's start before we go, and we got nominated
Yeah,
for an award.
we did.
We did.
Actually,
Local Heroes.
Local Hero Awards. We were all duly invited down to
Blackpool
Blackpool
Tower.
Tower Ballroom, weren't we?
Yeah. Great night.
Booted and suited, and we all met up with all the other riders. In fact, we that gave us a chance to meet some of the riders that
We never met before.
we'd not met before,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah,
because we'd only met a few on practice rides, didn't we? Really?
Yeah, we did.
But I mean, a couple of them we knew already, but it was still a pleasure to meet up with them and
was indeed.
catch up and talk about the trepidation or the worry and everything else. But it was just a great night. It was just a great social night, wasn't it? Good
Yeah.
gathering. And it was lovely to have been recognised for what we were doing as well. And it gave, obviously, Blackpool Carers a bit more publicity as well. So, win-win.
Win-win. Definitely
So
win-win.
that was a good night. And that was actually, we were nominated for that before we'd actually done it.
Yeah. But we didn't even set foot.
So they must have had faith in us.
We've done some lots of training though before.
A lot of
We've
training.
done a lot of training before.
I was actually looking through my Strava.
yeah.
Yeah, and we did a lot.
Yeah.
We did a lot. But yeah, day one,
Day one.
basically, we were, well, I don't know about you, but I didn't sleep much the night before.
No.
We all headed off down to Blackpool Carers Centre, Newton Drive there, and all met up, got us bikes, got hitched up. Well, we rode down there actually.
did.
A few
We did.
people that live
They
out
left
of
it
town
there.
that left their bikes there and
Yeah.
got dropped off there. But we rode there and rode down to Blackpool Tower, where we set off. We were met there by Radio Wave,
All friends and family.
all friends and family.
Big cascade of people to wish us our well on our days.
Oh, it was awesome, man. It was lovely. It was lovely. Bit of a tearing out right at the time. But set off and we were away.
It was lovely.
Setting off towards Lytham. Target was Stoke. Blackpool Tower to
End of
Stoke.
the day.
Day one. Let's have a look.
Stoke-on-Trent.
Blackpool to Stoke. Now it was estimated to be, was it 105 mile? It was estimated to have been. I don't remember exactly without looking at Strava how much we did that day, but what did it entail? Where did we go?
It was more than that. I'll tell you what.
I think every one of them that we did was actually
more than what we
than what it-
expected. The first thing before we came to a break, we went to somewhere. Went past Preston, and just over the side of Preston, we stopped for a break there. Before that, the saddlebag snapped on my bike.
Kirkham we stopped. Oh no, sorry, we didn't.
No, other side of Preston it was.
The mill.
Yeah.
Charnock Farm.
Yeah.
So Charnock Richard.
So this side of Preston, my saddlebag snapped.
Oh God,
Had to carry it. That snapped.
Yeah.
Mate lent it me. I broke it. We stopped at that was a pub. We stopped at a pub. Lovely spread. Support vehicles there. You know,
getting to know the gang and the setup as
yes,
well, weren't it?
You try and charge your Garmin and your phone, you know, to keep it right. So you put it in a flower bed and you charge it, and then it comes to going. And then we go.
You forgot your phone, didn't you?
20 miles later, I realised I'd just left my brand new phone in a flower bed in a pub car park.
Yeah, as you do.
So we rang it.
Yeah.
No
one answered.
No, we rang the pub, and somebody said, "Oh yeah, some lady found a phone who's attributed to the wedding place next door." So we sent one of
the support vehicles went back for it.
He went back for it. Danny went back for it. Danny.
Yeah.
And got it for me. Thank God. And because otherwise, no contact for the rest of the week.
Met us on the next stop.
Yes, at lunch.
Yeah. By which time was it raining by then? Like it just started, hadn't it?
I don't know.
I think it was a bit. It was
just iffy.
Yeah,
it was iffy. Till about lunch. It was a bit iffy till about lunch.
A couple of little specks here and there, weren't it? And then
till the afternoon, and then
the afternoon. It lasted down.
No.
Yeah, absolutely lasted down. We were saying all day, weren't we? We were going to get to Stoke, get that first day out the way, and we'll have a good few beers and a big meal. We knew we were staying at a nice pub.
Yeah, have a big mixed grill.
What Matt didn't know is I'd been having conversations with his daughter who lives down near Birmingham.
Yep.
And she wanted to meet us on the first night. You didn't know that, did you?
Nope. Total surprise.
We got there, and obviously they met up, so it was all, why are you? You know, as you do. It was lovely. But we were absolutely knackered, weren't we?
We just wanted to go to bed.
I think we had half the meal.
Yep.
I ordered a mixed grill. What did you order?
I think I had a mixed grill.
Mixed grill.
Yep.
But I only ate half of it. And the first pint obviously just didn't even touch the sides, and I couldn't finish the second one. I struggled with the second one. You've gone to the bar and I'm still there with my second one.
And then went to bed.
We were absolutely drenched. In fact, I think our clothing, our footwear in particular, obviously we had change of tops and shorts and what have you, but as footwear and as boot covers, as hats, gloves.
Every outerwear was soaked wet through.
It was saturated.
We had to put the heating on, full blast, everything.
Just couldn't dry nothing. Yeah, but in time.
It was on everything. It was on radiator, on pipes, on bathroom, everything that had a heat spot. We tried to dry it, didn't we, overnight?
Yeah. It was tough, wasn't it?
It was tough.
Yeah, it was.
It was tough.
And then I think I got up about 4:30 that morning. In fact, there was a Mackey's.
There was. I remember you went.
I went to Mackey's.
Yeah. Coffee and.
I had a breakfast wrap and a cappuccino, just to wake me up. 4:30 in the morning it was.
I was still asleep.
Yeah, you was.
Yeah.
I worked it out. You know, I think over the week, I had about 7-8 hours sleep over the full week. That's in Stoke. That
was in Stoke that night.
Oh God, I'm tired.
After the meal.
Look how slim I look there as well. Jesus. Where's that gone?
Hey?
And that's you and Sam?
Me and my daughter. Daughter turned up.
Bless.
Happy days.
So it was a good night though.
It was a good night.
And obviously everyone got all the seating and we all had a good chat and moaned about the day and
100 miler under your belt, you know.
Yeah.
Good first day.
Great one out of the way, so it was one done, so that day one.
Day one.
Thank you very much. Stoke. And then
Chipping Norton.
Oh yeah.
Stoke to Chipping Norton.
That was a lovely ride though, wasn't it?
It was wet. It was wet.
But what some beautiful scenery though.
Yeah, but there was still lots of water.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know.
There was flooded roads. It started off nice and sunny.
It was
lovely. Didn't last.
No,
didn't last.
No, that's lunchtime.
No, didn't last. It was horrendous. It rained all day, all afternoon. We were pedalling through on A roads. We had to do some A roads. 12, 18 inches of water.
That's the one where that's the day we had that 5 mile downhill run.
Yep.
Brilliant run, that.
Fantastic, lovely.
Flying, weren't we?
Wonderful.
We were absolutely flying.
Got to the end of it.
In fact, I think we were nearly 40 mile an hour going down that hill.
Yeah.
But we got right to the bottom of it, crossed over the A road, and then you go down this lane, if you will, call it a lane, and then halfway down this lane, about 1.5 miles down this lane, there's somebody stood there saying you can't go any further.
Council
It's all flooded.
blocked off. Guess what? You've got to go back on yourself. Got to go back up them hills.
We had to go all the way back up the hill, and then we had to travel on the A roads.
The A road up that hill. That was miles up that hill.
On it was tight A roads as well.
And it was 70 mile an hour.
It was tight,
Cars
really
passing
tight. It was horrible. It was wet.
Horrendous.
All you could do was literally just stare at
Head down.
back wheel,
Front wheel.
back wheel in front of you.
Yeah.
It was a hard. That was probably one of the toughest points.
It was demoralising.
It was.
It was demoralising.
But we dug deep.
Did it?
We dug deep.
Did it?
My knees were
Did
bad
them all?
by that point as well. My left knee in particular was really bad by that point. But yeah, we got to Chipping Norton.
Did it all.
And the digs were lovely, weren't they?
Digs were beautiful.
It
It's golfing.
was a golf resort, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
can't
was
remember which
lovely.
one it was in Chipping Norton. In fact, does it say on here?
We were still wet though. We had to.
Arrive at Cotswold Hotel and Spa.
Yeah. But we still had to dry everything again. We had to turn everything on full blast.
We did.
So the room were red
did.
hot, drying out every bit of item that we had.
I nearly broke my neck climbing out a door
Yeah.
over all your gear.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I've never stayed with anybody ever that leaves all the spags in it. Oh man, it's like being with 3 women. Honestly, there's stuff everywhere.
I'll tell you what though, you get there at whatever time at night, I don't know, 6, 7 o'clock at night, it's dark, it's wet.
Yeah.
You get to, you get to reception, you get your bags, you drop your bike off, you go and find your room, and you need a shower. So you pull your wet gear down, and you turn every radiator on,
Yeah.
so it's roasting, and you have to go and eat. And then you have to eat, maybe a beer, and go to bed. Because next day you're up early again, and you're cycling again.
We'd had a few beers that night as well, didn't we?
We did, we enjoyed it,
Yeah,
but
a few beers that night.
it's very, very little downtime. It's like, get there, showered.
In all honesty, I mean, after you've ridden over 100 miles,
Yeah.
you need a couple of hours just to
That downtime.
wind down.
That downtime, you need a downtime.
To wind down. I mean, we will literally get there, showered, changed, eat, a couple of drinks, sleep,
And then you're up early again.
and then we're up early. And
all your gear
bear
ready.
in mind, however hard that day's been, that tomorrow's going to be. Now,
It got
if you're going black and white,
harder and harder and harder, didn't it?
the third
For
day
first
was
3
meant
days.
to be the hardest day,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Yes.
Hill-wise, in particular. I mean,
Yes.
it says on.
That was through the Cotswolds the third day.
It was beautiful, but
I think what happened was day 2, because that diversion.
day 2 should have been 4,500
Yeah,
feet.
but I think-
we ended up doing more than the day 3.
Yes, day 2 was even, because of that diversion.
Yeah.
We had to go miles up that A road, up the hills of whatever it was. It was the worst day, I think.
So basically Chipping Norton down to Portsmouth. Now bear in mind, we're going from north to south, so we've got the prevailing wind in our faces pretty much all the way. I think most people, from what I understand, when they do the tower to tower run,
it the way round.
they do it from Paris to Blackpool.
I wonder why.
Because they got wind up their arse.
We know why now.
Oh yeah, but we live and learn and all that. But yeah, that basically explained. It was tough, wasn't it?
It was hard. It was hard.
When you're doing 100 mile into the wind all day,
Every day. It's hard.
it was. Yeah, we had to find our inner core, if you will.
To be fair though, day 3 was nice. It was nicer. The rain stopped.
Day 3 was all right.
We got a bit of-
until right at the end, we were actually got down into Portsmouth,
Oh yeah.
and it got
Yeah, we
dark.
had nice sunny days though. We had
it
we had
was.
lovely sunny days.
It was a lovely ride. There was some the scenery. Was
Scenery
stunning.
lovely.
Yeah, scenery was stunning. There were some massive hills though, weren't there?
There were some
I mean, we were going up hills. I'm no word of a lie. All you could see is the top. You're right at the bottom of the hill, and you've got to cycle to the top of that hill. You got to the top of that hill, which then banked off to the left, and then you look up again,
It's another hill.
and it's another one. And this
Just kept going.
This one hill, no word of a lie, must have happened on 3 different occasions where it's like, I thought we were there, then I thought we were there. Well,
Just
it must be this one.
More hills.
And it wasn't. It was another one. It was horrible, wasn't it?
It was.
It was tough. That
Beautiful scenery though.
beautiful scenery. beautiful scenery.
And we got down to Portsmouth. We had a great day though. We had a great ride.
Yeah, we did.
We sort of got into Portsmouth and then
your chain
free
set.
hub, free hub, back wheel went, and that was it. Game over.
3 mile from
3 mile from the end.
Line. Which were a massive shame. Massive
I had to get picked up in a car. I didn't want that.
No.
I'd have rather walked it than get picked up in a car.
But it was one of those situations. It couldn't have been helped. Unfortunately, out of the group that we were with, and I think there was another 3 of us. There's 5 of us on that last run, weren't there?
Yeah.
In Portsmouth.
Yeah.
But Matt was our sort of main.
There were 6 of us. Yeah.
You were our main sort of.
Yeah.
GPS man, weren't you?
Yeah.
You had the proper GPS on your
directions.
bike. Yeah. Instead of leaving it with me, he buggered off with it. So, but one at Gill said that she had one.
Yeah.
So we basically were following that. But we ended up at the side of a canal with a big fence in front of us. Can't go any further. So we pretty much got lost and asked directions. It was very late.
It was late.
We were really up under a time restraint as well that day.
Ferry day.
Because we had to make the ferry. So it was a case of we were all meeting at the pub, which is at the ferry port in Portsmouth. And by the time we got there, everyone else had already eaten basically, and we're all pretty much ready to head off to ferry.
We were.
So we had to leg it in there, pie and chips. I think it was pre-booked anyway, weren't it?
It was. You pre-booked your meals.
Yep, so it was pre-booked, luckily enough. But I literally got there, threw my bike down, went in, grabbed my food, and we had to go.
Yeah.
Quick pint. I weren't in the best of moods there that night, I'll be honest. Tiredness, proper kicking in as well.
Good hit you though, innit?
Proper kicking in.
Come on, we've done 3 massive 100 plus miles a day.
Yeah.
To the coast from Blackpool.
I was nearly beat that day.
They were big days.
Nearly beat that day.
Big days.
And then the ferry.
Ferry. Well, what can we say about the ferry?
We got on the ferry. Now this is an overnight ferry. I've never been on a ferry before in my life.
Yeah. Apparently you can sleep on a ferry, but it can take you 45, 90 minutes. I don't know what it takes. Apparently you can go across channel in about 90 minutes, but you can take a slow ferry that you can sleep on apparently to go to France. Apparently.
Yeah. Well, we did.
We did.
But we didn't sleep.
He didn't sleep.
Well, I didn't sleep. No. Basically, I mean, I'm claustrophobic anyway, and we were in this cabin.
It was about as big as what we're sat in now.
Do you know what? It's not much bigger, is it?
No.
It's not much bigger. It was tiny.
Apparently, they had these pull-down beds that come from roof, and there were like 2 bunk beds.
Well, once we sussed that out.
Once we found it,
me being the young agile one, I'll take the top. I'll take the top bunk.
Oh, aye.
I just couldn't sleep. He'd gone off. He was gone, zonked out, snoring his little head off. And I thought I just can't sleep. I just needed to get out of the room for a little bit. You know what I mean? One of them stressing out. Ooh. Climbing the walls. So I did. I wandered up to deck, and I was stood on the back, whatever it is.
Back of the boat.
Bow.
Stern of the boat.
Yeah. Looking back over to England, I could just see the lights over there, and the rocking at night. So you can't get your bearings properly.
No horizon, is there?
It's
surreal.
It's a really weird feeling there. I got that really weird feeling coming over me, and it was rocking about quite a bit when we were in the bar before we went to the room, wasn't it? We were sort of struggling to walk in the bar.
Yeah. But you could have come back in the room, couldn't you? And got to bed.
I could. Well, I did. I headed to the room and then realised I'd left my key card in the room, and I didn't obviously want to knock.
Didn't knock on the door. He could have knocked on the door. I'd have got out of bed and let him in. Didn't knock on the door.
So I went and sat on a really uncomfortable bar seat for the rest of the night.
The rest of the few hours that we had to kip.
Yeah,
that you tried to sleep on a bar stool.
I had less than half hour's sleep all night that night. Yeah, it wasn't the most enjoyable evening I've ever had, I'll be honest. So yeah, let's forget about that one. Right, so day 4.
Day 4.
We're in France.
We're in France.
Bon voyage.
Oh, it was lovely.
Yeah,
the weather was lovely. We got there, it was dark, you know, early doors, 6 o'clock, I don't know what time it was.
Oh, hang on. We woke up to
we
the
woke
music.
up. We woke up to this very music. What's that? I woke up. I thought it was his alarm going off. He isn't even in room. I was like, "What's that, Barry? Shut that alarm up!" What? No, he's not even here. It's horrendous.
Horrible.
It's some kind of weird chimey noises that is your alarm clock to wake you up.
Basically says, "Come on, we need
Get
you
out.
We need you off the boat now. Do one." But we did. We all legged it. You know, I couldn't wait to get off it, in all honesty. But then we rode. Sort of. The first ride was heading towards Normandy Bridge.
Normandy Bridge, yeah.
Yeah, and
It was lovely.
It was.
It was lovely.
But we sort of legged it, didn't we? We just wanted to.
Yeah, we just wanted to carry on.
Yeah, we just wanted to boom
Get on.
it. Wanted to get it over and done with. Day 4. It was projected to be 89.7 miles, so 90 mile. It was projected to be on the 4th day.
Yeah, bit of climbing though, bit of lumps in there.
Well,
3,500
feet over that 90 miles. So yeah, there was more hills than what I probably was expecting actually that day, but it was still pleasurable, wasn't it?
It was.
But we sort of thought, well, let's just knuckle down today.
Let's get on with it.
Let's get on with it. Let's see if we can cruise that 16 mile an hour average pace. Just get it out of the way.
Get it up there.
Get it done.
Just do it.
Get it done. Get the night over with and get the day over with and enjoy it best we can. So we did. We passed on and we didn't realise that there was an appointment set up, did we, at Normandy Bridge, where Radio Wave.
We didn't know.
No.
Because we just rode on ahead.
Yeah. So we didn't realise. We sort of went into autopilot.
They all stopped. We just carried on.
We went into autopilot, carrying on, to the point where one of the chapeau boys actually chased us down with a car, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Trying to find us.
Yeah.
He says, "Bloody hell, lads, you better
You got to stop here.
Yeah. So we stopped.
Park up at this cafe here. Wait
Tell you
here.
what, that was probably one of the best hours. In all honesty, that is probably.
We chilled, didn't we?
That is probably one of the best hours of the whole week in my eyes.
Yeah.
We were over in France. The sun was out. It wasn't red hot. We were still.
It was nice though.
Cool, you know.
Nice.
But we were sat in the sunshine.
Beautiful town.
And a gorgeous square, wasn't it?
Beautiful.
There was the town hall there, and there was these all little bars and tap. It was just beautiful.
We sat and drank coffee and tea.
Yeah, there was Bonnie.
Yeah,
it was Bonnie. It's a lovely break. That nice morning.
Bit downtime. It was downtime.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was. It was like we're just forgetting about riding for a little bit, weren't we? So no, it was pleasurable that. So we hung on there, and then obviously by the time everyone got to us, we were sort of pretty much ready for going. But we hung on for a bit longer anyway, didn't we?
We did. There was a lovely lunchtime stop. That was
Oh, Moyo.
Yeah, it was like a campsite or something. We stopped there. We had an indoor swimming pool. And
it was raining.
Yeah, it was raining.
Yeah.
It was raining by the time we got there.
It was.
But it was still nice though. It was lovely though, wasn't it? It was a lovely gaff.
I was about 43 mile in.
I mean, let's put it this way. Them chapeau chefs that were there did us proud, didn't they?
Yeah.
The spread they did every day.
Well, I mean, I'm not the most.
He's a fussy eater.
I'm not the most adventurous.
He's a fussy eater.
Obviously, he cottoned on to this once I pulled my face a couple of times. He obviously clocked I didn't like what was put in front of me.
There was loads.
It was, but it was all healthy stuff. And
he's a fussy eater.
I needed some stodge, man.
I needed
bacon,
some stodge. But a sausage butty.
So basically, every stop that we made, he had a sausage butty.
Yeah, sausage butty ready for you.
From local fresh sausages from wherever we were. He was top dogs. Proper looked after me. Yeah.
So this one, day 4 was
on the evening.
In the afternoon.
Yeah.
That's when we did that cycle path that was 20 miles with a bit of an headwind all the way.
I tell you what
Cycle
that stop
path.
was. I tell you what that afternoon stop was. It was beautiful. It was up that hill. That's where he serviced my bike for me. Lovely, like York stone, if you will, quite modern.
Yeah, we took pictures.
Yeah,
we took pictures there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, and the
bikes.
The owner of the cafe actually took some photos as well to put up on his wall to
Did he?
say that these guys have just been.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
No, it was lovely.
Oh, that was the morning one.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, lovely one. And he set up with bike stall, and everybody that had problems with their bikes, he just went. And mine was starting to squeal. Do you remember? It was getting that wet and low on grease and oil, and it started squeaking.
I remember.
And he had to. I didn't realise I had no brakes.
Yeah, they're gone, aren't they? Brake blocks are gone.
We'd literally
Done.
worn the brake blocks out, literally, and I'd fully serviced it before we set off as
Well,
well.
we all set off with everything done.
So day 4, we got over to the hotel in France, raining.
Yeah,
We were wet,
yeah.
but
Terry
we
were
went
there to
straight
meet
to
us.
the. By the time I walked in there was 2 pints sat on the bar waiting for me.
I think it was I think it was Heineken or something that they had.
Well, I don't care what
Just
it was.
like I bought 4 pints, went bing, 4 pints, went your 4 pints next.
That'd
Boom.
be €35, please.
That'll be extortionate. Thanks very much.
You English fool.
It was a top hotel, but we paid for the price for it. It was a beautiful hotel. It was great food.
Yeah.
You know, it was lovely. I loved it. It was
was.
absolutely fantastic gaff.
Yeah, it was nice to have a night in France. As
Yeah.
ridiculous as that sounds.
Yeah, it was lovely.
But I think the pressure's starting to come off a bit as well now.
Yeah,
Knowing
it's your last day tomorrow.
that the 5th day is only
The least amount of
just
miles.
short of 70 mile, supposedly.
The least amount of climbing.
Only 2,000, less than 2,700 feet of climbing.
So the least amount of climbing, the least amount of miles. Day 5, we should have been.
These are what we get basically. So I'll show you here. This is day 5 now. Basically, they give you these every morning, all in nice waterproof thingies to keep with us. It gives you all the spec, so you know where the climb's coming, you know when it is, what mileage it is, you know the heights, and these give you, and there's a list on the back of basically
Points of view.
points of view,
Points of interest.
and obviously lunch stops and water stops, etc. So these were brilliant. These were
fantastic.
priced. I loved these.
Yeah, they were
things, mate.
fantastic.
Love them.
Day
Day
4.
5.
Day 5.
Last day.
We set off early. We weren't the first,
But no.
but we set off
Well,
early.
Ian set off first because
Yes.
he was struggling, wasn't he? He was slow. He was slow, Ian. But he wanted to.
Determined.
Oh, you fuck.
So he
And-
just, yeah.
And he was no cyclist.
No.
But I tell you what. In fact,
He was determined.
did he not have to go out on the 5th day on a different bike?
He did. Day 4, he came back in and his chain went through his wheel.
His derailleur wrapped
Yes.
right all the way around his wheel.
So he came with it walking on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He walked
He
back
walked
in with
back,
it.
yeah.
The last couple of miles, he walked with his bike.
Yeah.
So they ended up giving him a spare bike that he had to
Yes.
fit his size.
Yep.
So he set off first in the morning. You were
Oh, that,
in pain.
well, we left that hotel, and we come through the main square, the main town centre from
have
the
to-
hotel.
You had to climb to
and
get out of
we
there.
had a big hill, didn't we?
Big climb to get out of there.
Massive climb, and I was halfway up this climb, and me Achilles heels were starting. I mean, my knees were bad. My left knee was bad all the way through it.
Yeah.
My right knee went 2 or 3 days into it, but I had the elastic straps.
Yeah.
So I mean, they were
Support.
holding up, and one of the girls that was doing the ride with us, she's a physio.
Yeah.
So she
strapped your knees up.
She actually put some
Tape.
of that
Tape.
sports tape
Yep.
around my left to hold my left kneecap up to stop it from rubbing.
Yep.
Which got me through it, I think.
Helped, did it?
The painkillers.
Well, I kept feeding you with ibuprofen,
I'm not kidding you.
cocaine, whatever I had.
I'm not kidding. The painkillers I went through over the last 3 days in particular, there's no wonder I didn't sleep. But then going up that hill, my Achilles heel went. My left Achilles heel.
You were ready for turning
And
round.
I've never felt pain like it in my life. I've never had problems with my Achilles heel.
No.
In fact, I didn't even know they were called Achilles heels until somebody told me they were called Achilles heels. But it was horrible.
You were ready for that?
Yeah.
Though. It was pain, wasn't it? It was massive pain.
There were nearly tears. There was nearly tears because I honestly didn't think I'd be able to carry on. And you turned
We
round.
did.
You turned round. You stopped and you said, "What do you want to do? Do you want to go back? Do you want to have a breather? Maybe take some painkillers, let them kick in, and set off again.
Yeah.
There's no rush. Let's just get through the day. Let's get it done."
That's what we're there for.
But proper team. But being the Trojan that I am,
Yep.
I think I had 3 more painkillers.
and said,
Awful.
and said, come on, let's just get to the top of this hill and hopefully it'll level off and the painkillers will kick in. And sure enough, 15 mile down the road, we were flying. Ian got knocked off. Well, got hit by a car, didn't he?
Yeah. Saw Ian walking with his bike.
We did.
I was like, what's up with you, Ian?
Yeah. So bloody car just knocked me off. Didn't stop.
Some woman drove the car, hit him with wing mirror on the back of him and knocked him off. So he wasn't happy.
No, I was fuming.
So
he rode with us for a bit, didn't he?
He did rode with us.
He rode with us for a bit. It was slow, wasn't it, for a while?
Yeah.
It was slow for a while. Ian were like, "Do you lads want to just crack on? I'm slowing up. Do you want to get going?" And we were like, "Yeah, I want to get it back."
We do it, didn't we?
And he wanted to hold back for next group coming through. So it was like, "Yeah, let's just head on." And then from that point,
great scenery.
Oh, beautiful.
France was great scenery.
You took some stunning photos as well.
That day
some of them towns we went through that day.
There were some stunning
streams, yeah.
Stunning places. Arthur Bridge.
Yeah, it was good.
There's some fantastic.
Probably one of the most enjoyable parts of the ride, if you will.
Yeah.
Because
there was
the sun was out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, it didn't rain until we got to Arc de Triomphe, really.
Oh, it did. When we finished or something. Yeah. Do you know what? I forgot that.
We went from once we got down to Arc de Triomphe, then we were heading to the
hotel. Do you know I forgot that? It actually
cycling
rained.
round the Arc de Triomphe.
No.
But we literally that day, in fact I'll have to have a look at Strava, see what pace we did that day, but we at some points in that, in fact we took the bus lane.
We did take the bus lane.
Because I nearly blew my back wheel out,
yes.
Remember? In fact I rescued a fall. I very nearly went, didn't I?
Yeah.
I don't know how I saved that, but managed to save it. But we, in fact I got a puncture.
That was the latter end.
Yeah, but that's because I got it trapped in the part of the curb. The stop that we had for lunch.
For lunch we went past.
We went past it
because they hadn't got the signs out because they were too quick.
We went. Yeah, they weren't expecting. They weren't expecting us. Yet. We were flying, weren't we?
Yeah.
We were proper, just knuckled
down. Just have it down.
We were legging it.
Yeah.
We were absolutely flying.
Didn't matter, did it?
It was Tour de
France. Last day.
We were flying that day.
Let's just have it.
And like Matt's just mentioned, I think we took them unexpected. They'd only just started setting up for lunch break.
No signs out because they weren't expecting us for another half hour.
We are here. So yeah, we made a good half hour up there easily, and missed them. Went past them for a good mile and a half.
Yeah, Google Map it. Where are they?
Before we checked his cards, and then
go back.
We realised that we were gone too far. Gone back, met them.
Yeah.
Got our. That's where we bought our chapeau.
Oh, aye. Mine's in my cycling gear.
Yeah.
I've still got mine.
Chapeau.
Great company, by the way. Fantastic support company. Everything about what they did was fantastic.
Safety.
I can't give them any more
credit.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
They were there. There were always a vehicle knocking about,
weren't
there?
Always. In case people had punctures, in case people had difficulties.
Either one coming past us
chefs.
or we'd be passing one that were parked up inside at road watching us.
Fantastic.
They knew where everybody was, didn't they, all the time?
Yeah.
Meals were ready, water stops were ready.
Fantastic.
Got to the hotels on an evening, it was no messing about, bang. You know, you were expecting us, get it sorted. We were straight through, straight in, straight to bed, straight fed, done.
And they do them all over the world, don't they?
Oh yeah.
So you know,
I think if I was gonna,
if you like us nutters and you want to do one of these silly trials, chapeau's the support guys that can support it for you.
Look them up.
Yeah.
So after lunch,
we were at the meeting point.
That was one of the best beers I've ever had in my life.
We were at the meeting point a little bit early again.
Nearly an hour early.
Yep. They weren't expecting us. In fact, Chapeau drove round the corner and we were like chasing them on our bikes and we were like, Oh yeah.
We had to basically meet up at this park. What was it called? Lackenferrier.
It was a lovely park.
Lovely park.
The sun was shining.
And there was a little kiosk there selling beer.
Little kiosk, cans of Kronenberg, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pint cans of Kronenberg, and yes, we'll have some of those, please.
Yeah, we'll have a few.
Yeah, we'll have another, and we'd have another.
Yeah.
And we'll just wait for people to congregate next to us, and they did.
By the time they got there was no room left on the table because they're all empty cans.
We'd done a few in.
It was, it was. We bombed it that day, absolutely. I don't think even when we were doing any practicing, I don't think we ever went that quick.
I think it was a bit surreal, wasn't it? It was the last.
We were bombing it.
It was the last time. It was the last effort that we had to do. Really, it was.
It was the last dig deep, wasn't it?
It was.
But it was good.
But it was good.
It was. And then everyone came. Everyone started. Well, once one came, everyone came, didn't they? Basically.
Yeah.
And
We all joined us in the sunshine.
Everybody did exactly the same.
Pulled the chairs up, bought the beers, chin.
Took over the park, all 26 of us.
Happy
basically.
days.
25 of us.
Happy days.
And then it was the final moments.
It was the final moments. It was through the Arc de Triomphe, and we were protected by Chapeau.
They had 3 cars basically in an arrow formation.
Yeah.
In front of us, going round the Arc de Triomphe, beeping like mad. I mean, obviously,
protecting us.
They said, "Don't worry, everyone knows you're coming. Everyone knows you're here. Radio's here. Blah blah blah."
So we drove in 2s, 2 by 2.
Yeah,
and they were protecting us, one up and down the side, in front, one behind.
We were all conversing with each other all the way from front to back. So it was
somebody's
really
braking.
good.
You know, you're telling the rest of the crew you've got to brake.
Good safe.
It was very, very well done.
Very well organised.
Yes, very well done. Fantastic.
Very
Emotional, very emotional. I did cry.
Oh, I
cried.
I bawled my head off when we.
Yep.
Well, I mean, when we got there as well. I mean, my wife had gone over. I'm fully not thinking about it now. It's ridiculous.
I cried.
But my wife had gone over there. My brother-in-law was over there. He was a massive cyclist himself. Sister-in-law was there. Niece was there. Wife was there, and it was just to see them once I got there. And
it's very emotional.
I've seen. I mean, I don't think I've ever looked as rough in my life from them. Them 40. Yes,
we were there.
We made it.
500 and odd miles. That's me.
We made it.
We did it.
So what did we do that evening?
Well, we went to.
We still had to ride for another bloody 5 miles.
Oh, we did, and he got a puncture.
Yeah.
He bloody ripped his tyre.
Yeah. Yeah. So we set off from there after we were there for quite a while.
Did.
Then we had to ride for it must have been about 5 miles.
It was. Well, it's a few mile out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uphill, blah blah. Just out the town.
Through town centre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Through Paris.
Yeah. It was horrendous.
So we had to ride.
Traffic horrendous.
Basically through Paris. Like I say, I fixed a puncture on the way, but I got a wizard at that by that point, didn't I?
Hey.
No problem. Punches. No.
Boom.
Problem.
No worries.
Quick fit buzzer. No probs. So yeah, carried on, clocked it, met up at the. We were all booked with all family and everyone else as well at this restaurant.
Oh yeah.
That evening.
Yep.
A posh restaurant.
Lovely restaurant.
Supposedly.
Yep.
Lovely restaurant. Where one of those restaurants where they serve you food and it's green or that big. Anyway, we and they had no beer.
They ran out of beer. The only beer they had was Stella. Now I drink Stella, so I love a beer. We all love a beer.
They had no Stella left either.
Well, that's it. The only pump they had was Stella.
So
the pump stopped.
Yeah.
Did they have any bottles of beer?
No.
We've only got champagne and wine. Okay.
So
we've ridden 500 miles, and we're having a celebratory meal. We're good, and we want a drink.
Well, we were lucky because my wife and brother-in-law, sister-in-law, niece.
Yeah.
Rather than because they had to come from the other side of Paris, so they came over earlier. So they came over and ordered themselves a tapas, if you will,
We met them earlier.
Aperitif, what have we called it? Aperitif?
Oh,
A light meal. So basically, just that they just sat and had a light meal before heading
but we met
back
them
on the subway. Yeah, they came over and met us, and then we were
had a few beers,
ready for eating
Yeah.
our meal. Then, weren't we? But then you came out and said, "Well,
they've run out of beer. Pump stopped. The only one pump stopped.
I'm gagging.
No beer.
I'm gagging
Gone.
for a beer by this point.
No beer.
And he comes
No
out
bottles.
and says, "There's no beer.
nothing.
There's no beer.
There's wine or champagne."
And the starter looks like. So, me being me,
I tried the starter.
we liked it, didn't we? There was a bar.
Pizza.
There's
An Italian.
There's an Italian,
lovely
Italian bar,
Italian restaurant.
literally 20 yards away.
Beautiful.
So we legged it there, me and Dee. Left everybody there. Me and him just legged it there and had a massive pizza
We did.
and a few beers.
Did. There's Barry. Tucking into pizza and a beer. Boom.
So yeah, that were our evening, and then we basically, by the time we went back, they were doing awards, weren't they?
They were doing awards.
So
they rang us, said, "Where are you?" "Oh, we're here."
And everyone that did it got themselves a lovely, really, really nice badge and a bit of a certificate, which was nice.
It was lovely.
Yeah. And we all got awarded. Everyone got awarded a special little mention for something. I think
We
mine
did.
was for spitting my dummy out at Portsmouth.
Well, yeah,
Plymouth,
it was.
Portsmouth.
It was. Yeah,
I was ratty though by that time.
it was.
So basically, we went from there.
Okay.
And
Yep.
went and found that bar.
Oh, wow.
And then everybody that was walking past
Grabbed them in from
Grabbed
our
them in.
team.
and we filled the bar.
Filled the
basically,
bar.
didn't we? We
Lots of beers.
Filled the bar.
Had a good
and
night.
We absolutely loved it.
Great night. What a great night.
And then got back to the hotel, and it was like, wow, we're done.
We're done.
This is it.
It's over.
End of an era, if you will.
It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird when you've
Done all that.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, we've met some great folk.
Fantastic.
25 friends for life there through memories and
Not him. He made me do it. Not him.
I tell you, in all fairness, I couldn't have done it without Mark.
No.
No, but I mean, you were cycling anyway, and when I heard of it, I mean, I've had this bike for 3 years, and it was still like brand new, and it was for my 40th birthday. It's like, I've got to do something with it, and then this opportunity came up, and it was
Are you
like,
only 43?
yeah,
Are you really?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
yeah. I know,
Anyway, we did it.
we did it.
We did it,
We
mate.
did it, and we're
we
proud.
did it.
And we're
yeah.
proud. So,
What a fantastic do. How much did we raise in the end? Between all of us, we must
I
have
think it was
raised
about 65.
60 grand or something, 65 grand. That's immense.
Massive, isn't it?
Immense, that.
Massive.
Blackpool Carers.
So here's to Blackpool Carers Centre.
Well, it's empty now. 'cause
There's another one down there.
I've drank it. Oh, there is. Hold on. I just got between the legs of what? Who's this golfer?
Yeah, that's Phil Mickelson.
Oh my god.
There you go. Let's just let everyone see now you've mentioned him. There you go. Full size cutout of Phil Mickelson.
That's not weird at all, is it?
This is me golfing.
Not weird at all.
This is a little golf studio, just for record.
Just for record.
Got my little driver off Rory McIlroy there. Bits and pieces. Oh,
Anyway,
we had a really good time.
really good time.
Blackpool Carers Centre. And the 25 other riders that we had the pleasure of doing that immense challenge with,
Indeed.
and the Chapeau boys and girls.
Yeah. They're fantastic.
Here's to you all, wishing you all the very best for the future. Many thanks for the opportunity to be able to have
It's
done
fantastic.
it. It's given us great memories. We'll be talking about it for the rest of our lives.
For the rest of our lives.
And here's to, I'm not going to say here's to another one because
Here's to another one. I will, because we are going to do it.
cheers.
Cheers.
Take care, guys.
See you later.